public servant, okay, and there is an allegation, against you, and it is out there in the open, what do you think you're supposed to do? Are you supposed to recuse yourself, or maybe step aside pending investigation?
Or even the company will tell you to step down for investigation.
Are you aware, as the head of DOS, what do you think you're supposed to do? Immediately you get this kind of a wordy allegation. What do you think you're supposed to have done?
When I receive wordy allegations against principal servant.
If you're a public servant, if you're serving in an office, okay, and there is an allegation against you,
Madam, don't do hypothesis. Tell it to me how it is. We are in IPOB. We are not in companies or friends. We are using IPOB. Just let me finish. IPOB will always be where we begin our hypothesis or whatever our explanation. IPOB is there. Go tell me what you mean in IPOB, and I'll answer you directly. I don't want to go about. I don't work in a company. I work differently, so I wouldn't know really what happened there. I never worked as a civil servant. I don't know how they work.
Okay.
I'll be able to tell you properly.
Do you know that you're serving the Biafrans?
Yes, I'm serving Biafran people. Yes. Under the leadership of a movement led by the leader.
Okay. And there is a wet allegation that Biafran was sold, because Nnamdi Kanu is a figurehead. Okay? He is the leader of this movement. And he was sold. And you got this information as the next in command of Nnamdi Kanu. And you got this kind of wet information, and you never cared about telling those people to step aside pending in the investigation. Even when one of them was stressing, shouting, talking to you, writing memos, telling you that I have evidence, and you never cared to bring those people in question. Of course, you know that there are names, number of people that will call the bank for the closure of the accounts, and you never cared to say, okay, let me investigate on what happened. And they're still taking salary if they're taking, or they're still serving our people up till now. And you are the second in command, and you never cared to investigate on this sweaty allegation. What do you think about it?
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. And I also, am I coming out? Okay, and I was saying that I thank Sister that just spoke, especially again because at the last conclusion of her statement, she said it all. She said it all because she said, I'm the second in command. I'm the second in command. The first in command is there. I cannot honestly be expected to take over the work of the first command. The first command is reachable. He is still in charge. And that is what I have been trying to let our people know. That is also what the enemy wants us to prove. They want us to isolate our leader. Isolate him in the sense that believing that he's not in control. Oyendu is in control, and that is what we must push across. I am second in command. When there are issues that I can deal with immediately and deal with as second in command that does not need the input of Oyendu, I deal with them because I know he has taught me how to deal with those issues. But if there are so weighty issues that we need the first in command to make an input, I will act according to his instructions. And as I'm speaking to you, Oyendu is seized of the allegations about his head of finance. I know the instructions as he told me to carry out. Based on that, he has not asked me to remove anybody, and I cannot remove anybody because Oyendu.
I disagreed with everything you said, but I agree on one thing now. Did you said about Oyendu giving instruction? Do you know that Oyendu gave instruction for the liaison account, for every single dime in the liaison account to be moved to the ESN account. Are you aware that Onyendu gave that instruction?
I said it tonight on my broadcast. I said it, madam. If you listen, you will hear me say it. I said it there.
Okay.
And
do you know that she has refused?
For your knowledge.
Okay. Do you know that she was at the regional meeting and she said it will be over her dead body before she transferred the money? Did you know that part of that story?
Now listen to me. I haven't finished answering your question.
Oh, okay, sorry.
If you may pardon me, I said in my broadcast, of course, I was aware that I spoke to her. I spoke to her. That's the point. Because it's not everything I do that I got directive of what to do. I spoke to Mrs. Chinyere, Miss Onwole. I spoke to her and I conveyed Onyendu's instruction to her. And Onyendu's instruction was that she should transfer every ESN phone there to the ESN account in USA. I told her that. And she told me that, yes, Mazi, she will agree with me on everything, but this one she will not obey. I said, no problem. I have delivered, now listen, I have delivered my message. And I went back to Onyendu. And Onyendu came back to me and told me what to do. And I also said it on my broadcast. Okay, if you do not want to transfer all the funds there to ESN account, now you must not remove any more kobo from that account. From today that I made it clear, because the time that the opportunity, not opportunity, but the time that we will ask the auditors to look into that account, it will be on record that you were told from this date not to move any more funds on that. I said it on air. So I am doing what I am asked to do. I believe.
Okay, one more thing. What about the instruction that Onyendu gave to Nnamdi?
What instruction?
To move all the money, ESN money, in her possession to the ESN account. The same thing that she told you, that was the same instruction that was given to Chinyere Onwonye. Nnamdi was told to move all the money. She has not moved a dime.
Miss Lenny, I will humbly suggest that you listen to my broadcast tonight, because all these questions, they are dealt with them there.
Please. Okay, I will.
My mother.
Okay,
IPOB USA treasurer, in the person of Mrs. Rita Eze Ise. Some people call her Madame Muibo as well. I don't know if she's she has but that's by the way. Mrs. Rita Eze, the IPOB USA treasurer, from tonight has been relieved of our position as IPOB USA treasurer. The account that this lady is managing for IPOB, which is the Umweri Arodi Areli account in USA, is hereby shut down. This account cannot be used anymore for any ESN fundraising. Do not put your money as if you're an IPOB family member or you're a sympathizer of IPOB, you are a Biafran, you want to support what the IPOB is doing to liberate our land. You should not put your hard-earned funds into Umu Eri Arodi Areli account in USA. This account that is managed, or that from tonight, of course, it is managed by Mrs. Rita Eze. Mrs. Rita Eze herself has been relieved of her position as IPOB treasurer. Anyone dealing with her is dealing is dealing on her own, on his own. You are not dealing with IPOB anymore. And in addition to Mrs. Rita Eze, these individuals are hereby expelled from IPOB family. Number one, MAZI Ndubisi Ejiasi, formerly a rep, a zonal, a regional rep in USA, is hereby expelled. MAZI Olive Obi, also formerly a representative, that is a regional rep, is hereby tonight expelled from IPOB. MAZI Onyeka, formerly of Ontario, a regional rep of Ontario, is as well hereby expelled from IPOB.